So here's our registration page for the new users to create their new account. I've already inputted some information to the required field, so once you click submit, it takes you to the login. So we're going to log in here. Username was user. The password was user. You click submit and it takes you to the blog welcome. To post a new item, you go over to the add post tab here and you insert whatever you want the blog post to be named and what you want it to say. So here we could put nothing and nothing. Click post and it tells you that your post has been successfully created. Then a link shows up and it takes you to your blog post. To see all the blog posts, you click on the blog post tab and it will take you to the individual post and show you the post title and post content once you click on it. So here it says nothing, nothing. And if you want to search for a post, click on the search tab and you enter whichever keyword you want. So put in a list of all the blog posts created by the different users show up. If you want to add a comment and rating on a post, you can either do that by selecting the individual blog post in the blog post tab or when you search for a post. So for example here, we can add a comment. So here Emily already said hello with the rating of 0 and someone said okay with the rating of 2. Here we're going to say nothing with a rating of 1. Add comment and it tells you that the comment has been inserted successfully. So we click here to return and it takes you back to the search page. And you enter another keyword and you click search. Here your comment shows up. Here I've logged in with an admin user. The only difference is that if the user's an admin, then they are able to administrate the blog users as well as the posts and the comments. So in order to edit or delete a user, you click on the user's admin and a list of all the users are shown. Click on the edit button if you want to edit the user's info. So here we have the name, phone number, username, password. If we want the full name to be Mickey M, submit changes, and it tells you that the user has been edited. You click on the link to return to the admin page and you see here that the user has been edited. If you want to delete a user, you click on the delete button and it tells you that the user has been deleted and a link back to admin page shows up. So you click on that and you see that the user has been deleted. If you want to edit or delete the post, you go to the post admin and you do the same thing. So if you want to edit a post, you click on the edit button and you can edit whatever you want the new post to say. So let's just take out all of that. You click on the submit changes and it tells you that the post has been edited successfully. You return to the admin and you see that the post has been edited. If you want to delete it, you click on the delete button and it tells you that the item has been deleted. So then you go back and you see that the post is no longer there. If you want the comments to be edited or deleted, you click on the comments admin page and you see that the comment is there. If you want to edit, click on the button and we edit. This time we'll say pizza is bad. Click on the submit button and it tells you that the comment has been changed. Go back to the comments admin and you see that the comment has been edited. If you want to delete it, then you just click on the delete button and it tells you that the comment has been deleted. So when you go back to the comments page, there's no more comments. So this is our diagram in the MySQL bench. We created 3 tables, one for the posts, the other one for the users, and the other for the comments. Some of the columns are related to other tables, such as the ID number and usernames. Our tables have been designed to incorporate one-to-many relationships, and this was so that one row from one of the tables can have matching rows with the other. For example, the users table has a one-to-many relationship with the post table because one user is able to create as many posts as they want, and the same goes for the comments table relationship with posts and users. So one post can contain a number of comments, and one user can comment however many times they'd want on a post. For the foreign key restrictions, all the foreign key options on delete have been selected as cascade. So for example, here on the foreign key comments post, the option on delete has been selected to cascade. And this pretty much means that if an item has been deleted from the main table, then the following tables will be deleted since they correspond to each other. As for the CRUD operations in our code, create was used in the process registration. So the new information that's submitted by the user is then inserted into the user's table. In process search, the read operation is used. So when the user is looking up a post, the post is selected from the database and is shown in the website. In process edit comment, the update operations is used, and this is to update the comment text inside the comment database. And then lastly, we have process delete comment, which uses the delete operation so that the user can delete the desired post comment from the database. For our CSS, we didn't really have time to create one file to hold each page CSS since my partner and I decided to redo our blog last minute. But on top of every page, we included the CSS style. So for example, here in the process delete comment, all the CSS is right here. And then in the show comments admin, all the CSS is on top of the page here. And all the pages contain pretty much the same CSS style, such as the font and the size. And the only big difference would be the pictures that we've inserted. The login has its own CSS file, as well as the style for the overall blog. Since the design is simple and pretty easy to use. And then in the Project Explorer, we renamed each file to either process or search. That way it's easier to see what exactly the file does when you're looking for a file if needed. For the custom CSS styles, we researched a couple things, one of them being the top here. We used the marquee tag, and we were able to incorporate this into our blog, adding a PNG of an airplane so it looks like the plane is moving the title across the website. Another custom CSS style would be the navigation bar. We didn't want to copy the one from the recipe lister, so we decided to look up a simple way to make one. And then the interactive map was also looked up. And because our blog is based on traveling, we thought that the map would fit into the theme. And our font was custom. We were able to find a website that had different types of fonts, and we just copied the link into the CSS and we made it to be the font family.
Okay, now we're going to talk about the navigation of the website. Perfect. So within our website, as you can see, there's this navigation bar at the bottom. That's always there. The position is fixed there, so it's always going to stay there no matter if you scroll through, if we go around anywhere, and it's going to be on every single page that we encounter. Cool. So just that makes it easy to navigate. Also, we also have page titles on each of these, like individual pages. So there's this search for a post because we're searching for one. This is the blog posts. This is adding a new post. And this is those user admin page, post admin page, comments admin page. And basically every page you encounter, there will be the navigation bar and the title of what's happening. And if need be, it uses a certain button to lead us to another page that is. So let's say we're searching for any post with the title S, and we click that search button, and as we can see here at the top, it says process search.php. So it brought us to the process search PHP and the outcome of that. So it's showing us all these searches with S's now. So we're gonna check out this submit button for that comment, and let's say okay, straight up that, and we're gonna rate it a 3. If we submit that, it had brought us to the process add comments. So, and as you can see, there's another title, and we still have the navigation bar. And take my word for it, it happens for every single page. There will be a title and a navigation bar and buttons that will lead to the other pages that is needed. We're going to look through file names, how they're grouped together, and any internal comments within the code. Okay, so as we're looking at this blog file within our Project Explorer on Eclipse, we can see that everything's split up by alphabetical order, so some of it is wonky. But a lot of these files are named either process or show, so those pretty much stick together. Anything else is all over the place. So as you can see, there's a bunch of photos everywhere, and we do have a connector blog.php, which is that main file to connect the database to the website in use, and the index. So those are the only ones that don't have show or process, because they're just that main file that we're using, and that index is that file for any website. Okay, and even the CSS files, they're just label whatever they use for the CSS of. Cool. Okay, now we're going to look through this. So as you can see, we have process and then we have show. So any process file is basically processing a certain action. So it's going to connect to a show file. So if we go to show comments admin, and this one basically gets and outputs every comments of every user and only can be accessed as an admin, and it allows them to edit or delete comments. Basically, this one will lead to show edit comment and process delete comment. So if we look in process delete comment, it gets the value from show comments admin, and then we're going to look at process delete or edit comment, and as you can see, it gets those values. It gets those values from that main show one, because those show PHPs will basically show either a form or just basically it's going to show all HTML stuff. And that's just an example of those things. And we're just going to click on a couple of these files and see what's at the top. It says get the edited values of a post from show edit post form. We got show search, creates a form for a post and allows process search to get the values from the form. And we're going to look at one more. It's like show blog welcome. It just welcome page to introduce the user to blog, and includes an interactive Google map. So as you can see that a lot of these files have an internal comment of what's happening within that file. They are all named for the certain process or what they're used for. And they are pretty much grouped together by if they're a process or a show, and if not, it's just put in through alphabetically. Last but not least, we're going to talk about custom business decision logic, in which we're going to talk about session variables, admin users, and any stats and averages used within the code. So first we're going to look at session variables. So in every single PHP page that we have session start. So basically we're initializing that session for that website, so it's going to stay within that same user, and we actually use session variables right here. So as you log in, it's going to keep whatever username you have, your user ID, and it's going to keep your role, and it's going to basically hold those session variables and through every page you go through. So it's going to make sure everything you do is going to be under the same user. And that's going to help for admin stuff. So if you have a role as an admin, you can access any of the post admin page, user admin page, or a comment admin page, in which you can delete and edit posts, users, and comments. Okay, and within each of these admin pages, there is this code right here. That's if your session role is not an admin, it's going to tell you to log in as an admin, and then it's going to exit. But if it does log in as an admin and you are an admin, basically, it's going to output any of the info of those pages. Add about those admin stuff is that only admins can delete and edit anything. As your own user, you can't delete or edit any of your own posts or anyone else's posts. And now we're going to talk about those stats and averages within everything. And so they're within process search and show individual posts. Basically, we're going to calculate the average rating of each post. And we just basically output all those comments, and we're going to count to every single comment that there is, and it's going to count. So we have that one rating count, and it's going to add 1 every single time there is a comment posted, and it adds it to the sum, that each of those comment ratings to the sum. And then here in this PHP code right here, it's if the rating count equals 0, it's going to say that the average is not applicable. So as in nobody rated it at all, so there can't be an average at all. And else it's going to find that average by dividing that sum by the rating count, and it outputs the average. And one of the cool things we have is that we round it off, so it only shows 2 decimal places of that average. Cool. That's it for those custom business decision logic.